Okay. And now we're into Peter. And these last two will be the last verses I have on this. So we have 1 Peter 4:9. It seems to be just one verse. This is why. It says, cheerfully share your home with those who need a meal or a place to stay. So if you aren't doing things like that or cheerful and giving to them, well, he seems to think that is wrong too, is basically why I quoted that. And now I need 2 Peter 3. (14b through 15). I'm skipping over part of 14 because it's not really important to what I'm... Now this is, I wrote it down wrong. It's not 14, it's not 3, it's number 2. It's 2 Peter 2. I must have wrote down what was at the top of the page. 2 Peter 2, 14b through 15. They make a game of luring unstable people into sin. They train themselves to be greedy. They are doomed and cursed. They have wandered off the right road and followed the way of Balaam son of Beor, who loved to earn money by doing wrong. So there you go. That's all the stuff that's against not helping the poor because you think you earned it, that I can find in the New Testament, but I really do put focus that Jesus is really against it, so you're not really doing His will when you're denying things like that. So now I need to go back to that last but not least, because this is what causes all that controversy. 2 Thessalonians. I have to discuss it with you because so many people are using this in such a wrong manner. Okay, I got it. 2 Thessalonians 3:6. This is what he says about his own Christians, how his church is run. And people are using it as a general application to society and saying a whole bunch of people are lazy and don't deserve anything. This is the one that they use. And it would be 3:6 through 10. And now, dear brothers and sisters, we give you this command with authority of our Lord Jesus Christ. Stay away from any Christian. Well, and it says brother, actually. That's usually what it says is brother in most Bibles, who lives in idleness and doesn't follow the tradition of hard work we gave you. For you know that you ought to follow our example. We were never lazy. When we were with you, we never accepted food from anyone without paying for it. We worked hard day and night so that we would not be a burden to any of you. It wasn't that we didn't have the right to ask you to feed us, but we wanted to give you an example to follow. Even while we were with you, we gave you this rule: whoever does not work should not eat. Okay. Now, this seems to be something Paul decided. It doesn't say all the churches decided this, and it says about Christians. Now, you remember that quote about how they shared everything among themselves? That's why it was so important to contribute to the work of the ministry, because they were sharing all their possessions, and so they weren't really earning them if they were not doing anything. Idleness because you're sick, ill, can't do stuff physically or mentally, or just can't find a job. There's no jobs left that can fit you because your education's too low, or you can't afford a good education, or whatever. That's not right to discriminate against and not give them anything to eat, because it might be just what is going on in society that won't allow them to work. And really, if they're going to pick it up, they are doing some work to go get it anyway, so I don't know how you can complain. I mean, then allow them to pick freely from your trees if you're going to complain about feeding them, because they got to eat somewhere. That's work. So this is my whole saying. I had to do this because of what Christians say, and they're angry about supporting others, but yet most of the sayings in the Bible are against them grumbling about this. It's getting so annoying that these people obviously don't understand their own scriptures that I had to make this video. Because you are not right, no matter what political party you are with, if you are saying that God doesn't want you to give to the needy because they're lazy. Okay? And just Paul is saying he had a tradition of them earning their way. Now, like I said, it's not because of what they could or couldn't do or what's going on in society. This is among the church members, okay? They're working together because they share everything. And it's none of their business if they have a job anywhere else. They could be doing the Lord's work. They could be helping get some money or something together. It doesn't have to be a job. What it is they want people to share in the Lord's work, what the church is doing. It's not society as a whole. So, that is what I meant to teach you with all this. And I hope you learned something, and I hope you don't try to go back to believing that you earned all your money so you deserve it, junk like that, because a lot of people take from the poor for inferior products, services, whatever, a huge sum of money that they can't afford. And then they call them lazy because they can't afford anything after that. It's not making any sense to me, and that's why I made this video. I want you all to know that I'm doing this so you understand that the Bible is not about condemning poor people. It's just what some people decided it meant. And it's not the right way to go, okay? Thanks. I hope you learned something very valuable from all this. Don't just follow popular opinion in the crowd, because they actually don't know and probably aren't reading for themselves what really is going on. So, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this. It's a bit long, but I hope you understand how important it is now to realize that a real Christian would love and give in love generously. And that's that. And I guess that would be it for that. Thank you, and good night.